So tell me, Logan, what did I do to deserve all this?
All this what?
Attention. First, the steam room, which, by the way, I'm not totally recovered from.
Oh, so you did like it.
Liked it. If I hadn't remembered Angela's birthday party, we'd still be in there. And now this?
Well, I'm sure I didn't score very many points with your mother when I dragged her away from the family dinner.
Well, that didn't seem to stop you.
I just couldn't help myself. I kept looking at you at that party, and I wanted you alone on an empty dance floor.
You got me. Now what?
Ridge, I'm the kind of woman who can never get enough of her man. And can't give enough either.
Well, you sure gave enough today.
And that just excites me to give so much more.
You know, this is a whole side of you I haven't seen.
And you wouldn't have if you hadn't told me you loved me.
Ah, yes, those 3 little magic words.
Yes, they are very magic, especially with me. Ridge, if you love me, you'll own me. Not as a woman without a mind, but as a woman whose greatest pleasure in life is to give herself totally to one special man. Does that intrigue you?
Something else.
You've only scratched the surface.
Is that an invitation?
You know it is. An invitation to the kind of relationship I'm sure you've never had with any other woman. All it takes is love and commitment. And then you will get it all. Everything. All of me. Brooke Logan. Whose one idea in mind is to share your dreams and your fantasies. To please you in every conceivable way.
Sly, did you find anything?
He's got access to the room through the phone lines.
Well, how does he do that?
I'll need more time to diagnose that one.
Sly, how much more time do you need?
A few days, maybe a week, maybe longer.
What am I supposed to do in the meantime? Let Spencer listen to every word that I say?
Did I say that? I don't recall saying that. Did you hear me say that, Rocco?
No, but you gotta cut the rap. Now, just tell us what we're gonna do about this sleaze.
Well, we're dealing with an adversary of considerable wealth, I take.
Well, yeah, I'd say he's got money, doesn't he, Donna?
Yeah, I guess so. Although he's not ostentatious. I mean, his apartment's really quite tasteful.
Well, he's got a few bucks sunk into this gizmo. We're talking state-of-the-art surveillance.
You know something, Rocco? He probably listens to every single one of his employees, not just me.
Yeah, look, what are we gonna do about this?
All right. I've installed this warning device.
How's it work?
Well, it detects any change in the line impedance.
Oh, good. Give it to me in English.
It's simple. If your friend is tuned in, then a beeping sound will sound. And then this red warning light will automatically start blinking. Otherwise, the green light will remain lit, like it is now.
So we'll know when he's listening in.
Precisely. Now, in the meantime, I'll run some more data, see if I can determine this guy's methodology.
All right, my man Sly, thank you. I knew you'd come through for us.
I owe you one, Sly. Thank you.
Good luck.
Well, I'll tell you, Rocky, you were right. He's a little bit odd, but I think he knows his stuff.
Hey, Sly, he did not get his nickname by...
I have to make my move, or I'm going to lose him. But when? Tonight? Tomorrow? No, I can't wait.
The bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by Secret Antiperspirant. Strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman.
Look, it's a very interesting idea, but it won't do. Why? Because I said so. That's why. Spencer's never going to approve this. It's not cost-effective enough. Wait a minute. Who do you think that you're talking about? Look, I don't give a damn what you think of him. Bill Spencer is our boss, and he's in charge for a reason, and that's why he's in charge. Yeah? Well, I happen to think the man is a striking genius. That's right. Now, wait a minute. Now, you listen to me. You don't ever mention Bill Spencer's name in the same breath with that man. He is nothing comparable with that guy. That's right. Yeah, you do that. Good. Yeah, and the horse you rode in on, pal.
Very nice, Nicholas. Very nice indeed.
We're off the air.
Oh, man, that was potent. You were great.
Yeah, I just wonder how often Spencer's been listening in on us.
Well, it can't have been very often.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because then he'd be on to us. I mean, think about the time we've spent in here.
You know, something's just got a good point.
You're right, but it does prove one thing. Spencer's a snake, and he cannot be trusted.
That's something that I think we've known for some time.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Hey, look, I better be going, because I want to stop and see Katie.
I'll walk you out.
I'll see you tonight.
Oh, no, honey, I got 2 tests to study for.
Okay, how about I'll call you this evening?
Okay, bye.
Stephanie.
It's a beautiful evening.
It was a lovely dinner tonight, thank you.
I'm glad you appreciated it.
Are you still upset with Ridge?
I think he should have been here. We don't have these family get-togethers that often these days.
Do you know where he went?
With Brooke. She dragged him out of here. We got to get rid of that girl.
Well, nobody wants that more than I do.
Well, then, do you have any suggestions about how we can go about it?
Well, it has to be through Ridge.
I think his judgment these days is clouded.
I'm not so sure.
Why, did he say something to you?
No, but I don't believe that he is as involved with Brooke as you may think.
Why do you say that?
Ridge isn't gullible.
But he can be seduced.
If it was just a matter of being seduced, he'd be with a different woman every night. I mean, let's face it. There is rarely a woman that comes in contact with Ridge and doesn't try to seduce him.
That is true, isn't it?
I know it is.
Why do you think he's so taken in by Brooke?
That, I promise you, could change overnight. And I know exactly how to do it.
Want to sit?
I'd rather lie down.
To the table, Forrester.
All right, Donna, look, let's have it now. Who are you really going to see?
Katie?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Rocco, I asked you to trust me on this one.
Yeah, look, if you didn't know it then, you have to know by now, all right? Bill Spencer is a lying, cheating,
That's
two-faced...
enough. He might be all those things and more, but he has another side, and I am starting to see that. He's my teacher and my mentor, and I don't ever want to hear you talking about him that way again. Do you hear me? Never. Mr. Spencer?
Jamie, how'd you know I was here?
I was just passing by and I noticed your door was open.
Well, it's late. What are you doing here?
Came by to do some work. How come you're sitting in the dark?
I'm just thinking.
Have you eaten yet?
No. Oh.
Do you want me to order out something?
Well, that's very thoughtful of you. No, I'm not hungry at all right now. Thank you.
Do you, want to talk?
You're concerned about me.
Just never seen you this way before.
Well, I'm not one to self-indulge.
If there's anything I can do.
I know sometimes you remind me a great deal of her.
Who?
Young woman for whom I was the center of the universe. Last couple of years, anyway.
Somebody you loved?
Oh, yes. I loved her a great deal, and she loved me and respected me. And then this insidious man came into her life.
Sorry. That must have been very painful.
Well, we're not talking about a lover, Jamie. I'm talking about my daughter.
Are you serious? You really know how to get rid of Brooke?
Yes.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you'd tell me.
Stephanie, it's really not that complicated. All we have to do is find someone that Ridge loves more than Brooke.
That's just a little simplistic.
But it's true.
Caroline, I have never been a matchmaker for either of my sons, least of all Ridge.
What if you didn't have to matchmake?
What are you saying? You already have somebody in mind?
I might.
Who? A woman at Forrester?
No.
Someone from your magazine?
Possibly.
Why are you being so secretive? Tell me who it is.
First, I have to know something.
What?
Honestly, how anxious are you?
To get rid of Brooke? Yesterday isn't soon enough. Now, who is this person?
Ridge, what is it?
woman over there at the bar looks incredibly like my sister.
Kristen?
Oh, Angela.
Too much steam for you, mister.
Well, go ahead. Look for yourself.
Well, I don't see anybody over there that looks like Angela.
It's pretty strange. If that woman was just there.
You know what you need?
What's that?
Some more of what I gave you this afternoon.
Ah. Let's get out of here.
You were talking about your daughter?
Caroline. Sweet, loving Caroline.
And she's obviously involved with a man that you don't approve of.
She's already married.
To a man you don't trust.
No. I trust her husband implicitly. He's a very fine young man. I just loathe his brother.
I see.
Well, I certainly don't mean to lay this on you. After all, you are my protege, not my confidant.
Can't I be both?
Well, that remains to be seen.
It's just that you've given me so much that I'd like to give you something back.
Like what?
What do you want?
Sometimes, Jamie, I truly believe you'll do anything to please me.
And other times?
Other times, I feel like I'm being tested.
I trust you. I don't have to test you.
Yes, my daughter used to tell me that.
I don't understand. If she's married, then how come you're worried about this other man?
He has a hold on her, Jamie, and he knows it.
You mean he wants her even though she's married?
Well, supposedly, he's living with another woman. I certainly pity that woman.
Why?
Because obviously, she's in for a lot of pain.
How do you know that he doesn't love her?
Ridge doesn't know the meaning of the word. No, as long as she's alive, he's going to continue going after her. That's a known fact. The man's obsessed with her. Because she never gave in to him. And I'm terribly afraid that's all about to end.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid that my daughter is going to divorce her husband and go after that man, Ridge Forrester.
Why are you so hesitant? I mean, if you know some woman that's going to get Brooke out of Ridge's life and out of my home, just tell me who it is.
All right, I will. I'm not sure that you're going to approve of her any more than you approve of Brooke.
Do you approve of her?
Yes, I do.
Then I'll approve of her. I trust your judgment. I always have and I always will. Just as when I found out you were going to marry into the family, I was very happy. I was thrilled.
When Ridge announced our engagement?
No, I'm talking about you and Thorne. Ridge is another matter altogether. I mean, let's not get off the track. Who is this woman that you're going to tell me about?
You never approved of me and Ridge?
You know I didn't.
No. I knew you had some questions about it.
He was all wrong for you, all wrong.
Curiously, why do you say that?
Because Ridge is the kind of man that needs to be virtually stimulated and challenged every day of his life.
You didn't think that I could provide him with that?
I think you're a totally different personality and a totally different disposition. You're very reserved. You're very refined. You and Thorne are ideally suited in a way that you and Ridge never would have been. I hope I haven't hurt your feelings because I didn't mean to. We can talk about this some other time. Now, who's the woman?
When I think about it, I'm really not so sure that she's perfect for Ridge after all.
But you just said...
I know what I just said, Stephanie. But this woman and I happen to share a lot of the same values. And obviously you think that would bore Ridge to death.
Are you going to tell me who she is, or aren't you?
No. I'm going to let her decide when she makes her move on Ridge.
Are you saying that she's going to make a move?
Yes. She will make her move. I have no doubt about that. Good night.
Join us again for The Bold and the Beautiful.